problem. Tonight, we join our heroes together as they meet in a conference room on Magnalore, the quickly collapsing capital planet of the Lore Republic. Our heroes have come by various means, brought by different entities for unknown reasons to this dying planet. The Stormbreakers recently just witnessed the death of the Praetor of the Lore Republic.
We saved him.
He didn't die.
Oh, good. Yeah.
I swear to God, Alex. Alex, look at your camera. Look at me right now. I did nothing last week except save that person.
Yeah.
Do not undo it.
Okay. How about for a hero point?
Oh no.
They foiled an attempted assassination of the Praetor of the Lore Republic. And the Guardians were recently in the presence of a preserver mummified corpse that tried to murder them before they headed back to Starhaven for a little peace and quiet. However, their peace and quiet was interrupted by an unwelcomed enemy, Hansha, the reflective preserver AI who trapped them in a dream mirror-like dimension in the beginning of their adventures. Together, they've both appeared in Magnalore, and the lore representatives have ushered the Stormbreakers to meet with the Guardians of Haven at the request of Hansha. So you're all brought into this sort of large, almost like a conference room attached to the amphitheater where the Senate meets. There is a long table made out of some kind of strange crystalline stone, and you two groups see each other, plus Daedalus, one of the most famous heroes from Earth, and kind of a tool by the approximation of the Guardians.
Who are these
Kind of.
assholes?
Wow.
These guys are the Guardians of Haven.
What's Haven?
Oh, not this asshole again. And she'll gesture at Daedalus.
Well, we were just dealing with him. Hansha.
I was literally transported with all of you.
Yes, but when we got transported somewhere else, I was really hoping that you weren't going to be there.
Did you bring Hansha with you? He was attached to your suit, last I saw.
Yes, I am here as well.
Hansha's here, yes.
Hey, Keone, do you think that monotone one looks a little foxy?
Oh.
I've completely forgotten which Stormbreakers we can understand. I don't know if you guys are translators at this point.
Oh,
We have the translators. Our comms are the ones that translate everything on Haven, or Star Haven. So
Yeah,
we should
You
be
can
able to
understand
understand
us.
Yes.
Okay.
You
Space
guys
Smith.
also speak English, being refugees on Earth for a little bit of time.
So have they all been speaking in different languages to each other, and we're just stuck
No,
with the physical?
I mean potentially.
I think
But-
they've probably been speaking Galactic Basic, which is
Yeah.
English for some reason.
Always.
Daedalus. But I have comprehend as part of my power, so even without the communicators, I would be able to understand and be understood.
Curious.
Who's the
I
giant
believe
Ken
that is
doll?
what the Earthlings call a copyright infringement.
Giant Ken.
Who's the giant Ken doll?
Oh no.
What's a Kendall?
Oh no.
I
That's-
believe
I've
it's
got to
a
stop this right now.
Oh, why?
As I am the tallest person present, I would assume you're referring to me.
It's more that you're naked.
What does your height have to do
No,
with
it's more a lack of
anything?
anatomy.
He's not naked. He has a belt.
That is correct.
Anatomy.
Yeah, he doesn't have a penis.
All right, Stormbreakers. Shut it.
Cephalopod, Dr. Irons, Portal, Keone, Aelin, Chimera, Ilara, Ursa, Captain Flynn.
Wait. Your parents named you Portal?
They use code names. It's a superhero thing.
Curious.
Superheroes. Even better.
Yeah, Daedalus.
That's
So-
my name.
I'm sorry, why are we here with your Earth superheroes and what I assume is a Hexam in a mechanical suit?
Daedalus will gesture to Hansha. Yes, please enlighten us. I have things to be doing.
What's a hexam?
It's an alien species that looks like an Earth octopus, says Hancho.
Is that not
No,
okay?
it's not.
But Daedalus is right. We have a lot of work to do. We must uncover whatever it is Collapsar is coming here to destroy.
Wait,
The planet.
Yeah.
that
What
thing you
more?
showed me is coming here?
Yes. It's starting here. The
Then
end of the
why are-
universe has begun.
Then why are we here?
Excuse me, what?
The end of all things has begun. Collapsar the Devourer is beginning his onslaught against the Omniverse. He will devour everything and pull it into the darkness and crush it into nothing.
What do I know about Collapse?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He's gonna nom the Omniverse.
Yep.
It's going to non-Omniverse, actually, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Kevin, you said, what does Chimera know about Collapsar?
Yes.
Just that he is a preserver weapon that is a contingency plan in case their act of creation ever went rogue.
So
He's like the recycle bin that they put on the computer that is the reality you live in.
So can I infer that the preservers have determined that things are not well,
That
or
is-
is this
that's-
activation sort of a great big logic flaw like other preserver things that have been happening lately?
Oopsie.
You would need more information. You haven't heard any like summons or calls from any preservers in your mind, so you're not sure if somebody has turned him on or if there is a triggering event that's taken place or
How long since I've heard the voice in the dark?
it has been since you left the preserver pyramid.
Since it told
Like
me
a
to
day.
kill, since it told me to kill Aelin,
It hasn't even been a day.
Yeah, since it told you to kill Aelin.
and it's been silent ever since.
Mm-hmm. But Hansha will look over and say, I think there is one more individual who might know more about why Collapsar has chosen to begin here with Magnalore. I'll be right back. And he disappears into Daedalus's armor.
Oh, sure.
I think I preferred just being in hell.
Convenient for him to bring us all here where the big destroyer monster is going to come and then him just leave.
Well, he's still in there, I believe.
Where is
We-
there?
So Daedalus, he's inside you right now?
Inside my armor, yes. Not inside me. I'm not a cyborg.
Don't think that's what he meant. Even I got
Certainly
that
not.
one.
You don't think so either.
No, everyone's got better taste than that.
True, Captain.
Well, yeah. He was a bit rude at the pyramid, so yeah, there's that.
So, after a few moments, there is another pop of light and fire, and a small humanoid robot appears. Guardians, you recognize this as Watson. He is holding a toaster in his hands.
Hello, Watson.
You
Toasty?
vanished into my armor to bring back a toaster.
Oh, thank God. I was just about to ask Alara if she knew where you were.
How big is your bread on Haven?
No, it's average
I-
size.
I believe the toaster is the thing that the robot is holding.
Toaster,
Yeah,
Toasty pops up an eggplant emoji when you ask how big is the toast on their planet.
I like this toaster.
Of course you do.
Could we perhaps focus? Imminent doom and all.
I mean, if I'm being honest, probably not.
It's a Tuesday. Imminent doom is always bound to happen.
And Watson looks around. He says, how am I here now? Mistress Alara, where are we?
Well, we're on Magnalore, apparently, and something called Collapsar is coming. And Honsha brought you here because he believed you knew something about something.
And Toasty kind of looks around. His little arms flail around a little bit, and he gets down and shuffles away from Watson. And,
Ursa will scoop him up if he lets him.
Oh yeah, he'll let you. And Watson sort of looks around. And he says, "We're on Magnalore. This is not a place for us to be. We need to leave immediately."
We did ask why we were here when imminent doom was upon us.
Can you not feel that? Says Watson.
What are you feeling, Watson?
Anybody who has technological senses or extra dimensional senses, anything like that, you can make a perception check for me.
Dimension sense?
Yeah, that would work.
Would mind sense work here?
Yes.
Is it a sentient mind? Okay.
My stuff is just like vision related. That probably wouldn't.
14 for bait.
I got a 15.
Oh, there I am. 24.
So Portal and Alara, you both sort of feel it's almost imperceptible. There's this tugging on your molecules. Your particles seem to be stretching and pulling away from themselves. Alara, you can feel this sort of crushing mental presence all around the planet. This sort of dark alien consciousness that seems to pervade everything around you.
Oh. Yeah, I do feel that. What is that?
That's Collapsar. This world is doomed. We need to leave immediately.
No, we need to get everyone off as fast as possible. We need to save as many as we can.
And Hansha speaks again from Daedalus' armor. It says, "I'm afraid there is no time for such frivolities. The information..."
You need to make your armor shush, because that's...
Yeah, Mr. Piggyback can go away now.
There is no time to worry about the insignificant billions of life forms on this planet. We have to uncover what it is Collapsar looks to hide.
Hide?
Watson, what was hidden on this planet by the Preservers that Collapsar would want to destroy? And Watson sort of looks at him and seems to have no idea what he's talking about.
Is there a terminal or anything nearby?
Yes, there is.
Hiding things is not Collapsar's purpose as created. What would cause him to behave in this manner, Hansha?
I think you misunderstand. It's not that Collapsar hid something. Collapsar seeks to destroy something that was hidden here.
He wants to make sure we don't uncover the information the Preservers hid on this world. That's why he's starting with this one.
Chimera, could you at least talk to the monitor, get us some lay of the land? What's here? What's the population? Where what's the energy sources? We have most of us aren't familiar with this neck of the empire.
I personally have not been here before, but I will attempt to access those records.
Been here before.
Give me a technology check or an engineering check. I'm not sure one's better.
Technology.
Can I do an assist?
Yes, yep.
I've got
Nope, that's the wrong button. Sorry.
I got a 21 on the check, and then whatever assist from Dr. Irons.
I can assist.
I got a 20 total.
Awesome. And a 26 from Daedalus is going to be a +5 for Chimeras to give us a 26 on Chimera's technology check. So, Chimera, you go over to interface with the terminal, and you connect with it, and you realize that the technology that this is based on is Preserver descended. As you're seeking through it, it looks like a lot of what the lore have access to was ceded to them by the Preservers who put them here. As you're going through, you're able to move through some of the blueprints and stuff, and you do see that there was a Preserver installation on Magnalore. It looks like it's currently underground, underneath the Great Temple of Magnus, which is the burial place of every Praetor of the Lore Republic.
Let's see. I will put that information on the screen for everyone to see.
Yeah, you could see this sort of massive, like the Jedi Temple on Coruscant, this big, like 10 to 20 block temple structure. Underneath it, Chimera is able to pull up the schematics of what looks like this long, sweeping subterranean structure beneath the building.
And have the Stormbreakers seen what the... I'm about to call them the Nom Nom machine. Sorry.
Collapsar? No.
Okay. Can Chimera show us what Collapsar looks like? Or someone, something?
Chimera does not have any video or photographic evidence of Collapsar in his records.
Or maybe help us come up with a plan to save as many of these people as we can.
Also, hi, Pope Brandon. Yes, the Preserver Terminal can run Doom.
So while everybody is doing that, I'm going to go over to Watson, and I'd like to inspect Watson.
Can I help you, Mr. Hexam?
Not a Hexam.
Not a Hexam?
No.
What are you?
I am complicated is what I am. What are you? And I'm just going to start poking at it.
I am a robotic valet in service of the Prophet. Well, formerly in service of the Prophet, now I guess in service of Mistress Alara.
That's interesting. What's inside of you?
He backs away from you. I would prefer not for you to touch that.
Perhaps we can discuss Watson's blueprints later.
The last thing that I want to deal with is, I don't want the last thing I experience to be you poking me in my guts before Collapsar eats all of us.
So,
well, if Daedalus's armor friend could, I don't know, get to the point.
Yes.
We know him as existing outside of this reality and into multiples at once. Getting to the point is not his strong suit. Unless, and she unsheaths her sword and points it at Daedalus's armor, we put this in his face.
We obviously could raid the temple. I mean, duh. And figure out a way to keep this Collapsar asleep and or get rid of him.
Hansha disappears into Daedalus's armor and pops back up on Watson. He says, Watson, I need you to tell me what you know. And he seeps down into Watson's body. And there is a router noise that comes from Watson's brain.
You mean like the original internet hookup sound?
We're connecting to AOL now, yes.
Haven still only has dial-up?
We do not have time for this.
Star Haven Online.
SHOL. And after a few moments, Watson's voice is sort of heavily distorted and more robotic than usual. He says, yes, we must go beneath the temple to the chamber of the prophet. Collapsar's undoing is hidden there.
Easy
So you're
peasy.
saying we could save the planet if we go down there?
Probably
He's
not.
saying we could save all of reality.
So what happens to Magnalore then if we're successful?
Nothing good.
Watson sort of looks and says, well, Magnalore will be destroyed either way.
I
These actions of Collapsar seem motivated by self-interest. I'm most curious for a preserver construct to behave in such a fashion.
I agree, Chimera. But something has sent this Collapsar in to destroy all of us. I don't know.
Something with the ability to corrupt the purpose of a preserver artifact is a danger to everyone as well. We should keep our eyes open for that being.
And Watson sort of nods.
You said this Collapsar? Are there other ones?
Obviously, there's one in every reality.
And Watson sort of looks and says, my programming has only told me of one of them, but it's possible that the preservers made contingencies.
we're not sure we like contingencies upon contingencies.
So,
Any
question. Do I know who or what the preservers are?
On a big high-level scale. There's some theories on Earth history that there was this race of previous beings that are responsible for all life in the universe, like 50,000 years ago. But 50,000 years ago, they disappeared. Cyrus would probably be aware that the preservers are real and that they had this strange active hand in shaping the course of life over the millions of years that the universe has been around. They were known to steal genetic specimens from some planets and put them in other weird places or modify them. Their purposes are alien and impossible to understand. And when they escaped our reality, it seemed like they did it by ascending basically up. So, becoming from a circle to a sphere. But whatever is next from that, that is sort of how the preservers left.
Okay.
They went 4-dimensional, then 5-dimensional, then out into the weird string theory physics nonsense of the universe.
Cool. Don't like any of that.
So you're sure there's nothing we can do for Magnalore? If we find this object, can we not use it to stop Collapsar before he destroys this planet?
And Watson sort of sighs. We can take some time to try and help the people here, but I just don't know what good it's going to do.
Well,
It will save more people.
are the authorities even aware of what's about to transpire?
Yes.
Yes.
That's a start.
We were in the process of trying to strategize a mass escape of as many as we could get when you showed up.
In any case, we are also wasting time. If this artifact does exist and is findable and is the key to not only possibly saving this planet, but all planets, why are we still talking about this?
Hey, Chimera, can you pull up on that machine where the nearest space dock is?
I will attempt to do so.
It's real close by.
Because I'm guessing the temple is not really close by. I'm guessing it's probably on the other half of the continent or something.
As a matter of fact, it is on the other half of this megalopolis.
So, who wants to go steal a spaceship?
What?
And I start heading towards the door.
We don't need to.
Why are we stealing
What?
things?
Aw, man.
I
Well,
think
how are we
the
going to-
spaceship can help house more people to escape on. And yes, Portal can make the openings to put the people on the ship, but
But that's not what we're doing right now, apparently. We're going to try and save the planet. And here, walk through there and we'll get 26 miles faster to where we need to be.
That's
I
weird.
think perhaps our efforts might be better spent separated.
Let's split up, gang.
There are a lot of us. And I don't know how many people each of these missions need. But both of these missions need to happen at the same time.
If we focus on removing the object of Collapsar's quest to some place without people, perhaps we can accomplish two things with a single task.
Little toaster oven. Will that work?
He puts a question mark up on the screen.
I think she's talking to Watson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, dear, the toaster is the actual toaster. That's not a toaster.
I look over at the toaster and say, "Are you brave?"
So
He
very
puts up a
brave.
copyright symbol on his screen.
Oh,
He's very brave.
I loved that cartoon as a kid.
I hate my species.
I'm not too fond of them either. Well, actually I am, but
Either way, we really need to get going.
Yes. So I guess we're going through portals. Oh, so the name is the thing you do.
Yeah.
Portal.
Oh. We should have thought of that.
What would our
What?
names be, Laura? What?
No.
Yeah.
Toasty
Onward then?
points at Dr. Irons and shows an iron, like a clothes iron on his screen, and puts a question mark after it.
No.
More like iron.
He puts up a magnet symbol.
No, that's our other friend. He's unconscious right now.
Oh.
Hey, Alex.
Mhm.
How much effort would it take Daedalus to requisition a small shuttlecraft at the space dock?
0 effort.
That's what I thought.
I mean,
We
I
don't
was just
need
going to
to
turn
steal
to
a
the
We have one.
just going to turn to the Praetor's assistant guy who was standing in the room when this all went down. Go, hey, how about a ship?
By the way, anyone who has ranks and insight of 1 or more can see Portal getting more and more antsy.
And
So I thought we were using the portals, or do we still want the ship?
We would think it's more than 26 miles. That's an inefficient form of measurement.
And if we
Also, many of you can't survive outside of the dome without suits.
And
And
we
if we
fly
acquire
the
the
ship through the
artifact?
portal.
Can't make them that big.
Oh,
Portal.
that's stupid.
we will want to be able
Would
to move
you
the artifact off
perhaps
planet quickly as well.
That
Like
too.
to stay with the government here?
And evacuate citizens? Yes, I would.
Oh.
Then I think that is what you should do.
Portal
Well,
walks
do-
out of the room. Speed walks.
how
Maybe run.
does the group want to split up?
So what are our missions here then? Going to the temple and evacuating people? Is that
That's
a thing
a-
we're doing?
That is apparently Portal's mission, the evacuating of people. Those are the two missions, I would think, Calvin. Yes.
Yes, those are the two missions.
Superhero gonna superhero.
we just
Build
hit
an
the
ancient
government.
Save the
artifact
innocents.
of space craziness or save the populace of the planet. So when the other mission,
I mean, I personally think that Sir on follow mode should probably go with Portal.
And Ethan's powers would actually probably be well suited to helping.
I'm also speaking to my comms. If any of them have a spaceship, they should probably come along with us too.
Ethan would probably want to be a part of rescuing people anyway, just because of who he is.
Yeah.
Ursa could care less about rescuing people, so she's gonna do the other thing.
I feel like the entire
Daedalus wants to go to the artifact.
Yeah, I feel like the entire crew of Haven is going to the artifact.
Yep. And when Portal walks out of the room, Aylin's gonna turn to Dr. C. If he has the ability to create portals that move him vast distances, would it not make sense for him to come with us in case the place were to collapse underneath us?
I'm not going to ask my teammate to go against his morals.
I presume you have communicators.
Yes.
So if something important enough requires his attention, you could get him to come to us in a couple of hops, correct?
We've done it before.
Who's
In theory, yes.
Real quick question, just because I want to make sure I didn't misunderstand something. The ruins that the other team is heading towards are on the planet, right?
They are on the planet, yes. They're about 200 miles away.
Somebody said something about a bubble or something and not being able to survive, like...
Yeah, the whole planet isn't terraformed.
Oh, it isn't?
No.
So
I did not know that.
Is there
no, we're not on Starhaven. We're on...
We're on Magmalore.
I was like...
This whole planet is definitely terraformed.
Yes, I'm sorry. Aaron brain farted.
Yes, but
I didn't think we were
Why
on
is the
Haven.
capital city of a major galactic power not fully terraformed?
No. Magmalore is Earth's normal environment.
It's, yeah.
That might actually have occurred to you as being slightly odd that it is completely Earth's normal, but...
Normal's
So-
overrated.
So there's Tomb Team, and if something goes wrong, we call in Rescue Team.
Boom team.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds that way. Shall we get a move on? We do have limited time, I believe.
Well,
Let's
we're being
go.
sucked into a black hole. I think, yes, we have limited time.
If only it was a black hole.
I agree with Daedalus. We should begin moving with haste.
So is it just Portal and Ethan on Team Rescue the People?
Yep.
Apparently.
That's cool.
I had made a request for anybody with a spaceship, but...
They
We don't have a
one with them.
spaceship.
Yeah.
No,
We
we got
brought here
teleported
without
here.
it.
It's on
They
the
got
other side of
zapped
the
over
universe.
here without their ship, so...
Yeah.
But some of the lore people will provide you with a ship. Portal, that's no problem.
Yeah, does he know how to fly it?
Nope.
It's magnetic. Ethan knows how to fly it.
I will say that Carol is very conflicted because she's like, I'm good at the punchy stuff and the technology thing. That's not good for rescuing people, so I want to...
No.
There's a whole
You need to...
Although
interstellar-
her knowledge of dimensions and how portals' powers work would probably be helpful in the evacuation effort.
There's an entire interstellar government here with plenty of ships and plenty of people. They can tend to that, where we tend to actually stop the doomsday device from going off to begin with.
Oh, well, here's the thing, is the government flat out said we are going to sacrifice our people because we don't have enough help right now. So I'm going with the brash young adult, and I'm helping save people.
And you saved this preacher, why?
That's not what the Praetor said. He said they're going to save as many people as they can. They just know they don't have enough resources to save everyone.
They
That's
save
what he
their
said.
people, but they can't save everyone.
Exactly.
Well, either way, we need to go save the rest of the universe. So whoever's staying, stay. Whoever's going with us, let's go.
Again, if it facilitates our speed, we may in fact save all the people on this planet if we can remove Collapsar's reason
Oh
for
yes, but
coming
then
here
you're
in
going to
the
allow
first
so
place.
many people to die in the process that the rest of the survivors are going to be mourning, and essentially a genocide is happening because no one wants to save the populace here.
I really.
By all means, go
yo,
save the
sit
universe.
down. Sit down. Shut it for a moment. the fact that you two think you can save that many more people than everyone else in this government has an overinflated ego the size of Daedalus.
Okay.
With that, Flynn goes, crew, come with me. And we start heading out the door. I walk out the door.
Yes, sir.
Laura's like, whoo!
My goodness.
Over the comms, you hear, well, he's an asshole.
Just gonna grab Watson on the way out.
Carol.
Oh, she's already left with Portal.
Yeah. Do what needs to be done.
Yep.
Keone's been like playing with her phone and not paying any attention whatsoever about what's going on because science isn't her thing, so she wasn't listening, and just kind of looks up and realizes that everybody is parting ways and just runs after Professor C and doesn't know what's going on, but just kind of tags along with everybody.
That tracks.
Yeah.
Excellent.
She was kind of sitting there like not listening at all to anything that was happening, so.
Awesome. So the group that is heading off towards the temple, we're heading that way. Portal and Crucible and Dr. Irons, you all coordinate with the Lore government. What is your plan to start rescuing folks?
Well, I don't know if you remember what we talked about last week that I presented to Aaron. But it kind of depends on what you would allow me to do with my hero point. I could pick up with my hero point spaceport, and if I got, good enough details, I could open a portal to another planet to get everybody just running off the planet.
And I was also going to assist with it with my marked by 7 stuff to help guide and strengthen that portal.
And if we're able to do that, then I would just be talking to the government, to the officials, like, get the word out. There's an instant transport. Tell me where to put it, where people can most easily get to it. But that depends on whether or not you'll allow that, because hero points are.
Send them to Haven.
How big is the portal?
15 feet wide.
Okay. So I'm okay with the spaceport working. Okay, what we're going to do is a team check, basically. Dr. Irons, I want you to pick a skill or a power that you want to use to aid Portal's attempt on this. And I'll roll a magnetism check for Ethan to help. And if you have the teamwork advantage, you can add that to it as well. Oh, of course, Ethan rolls well when I'm not a player.
Mm-hmm. DM magic.
I got a 23.
Okay. Ethan gets... I think Ethan's got teamwork. Let me double check.
Pretty sure Ethan does. He's probably the only person on the team who does, but I'm pretty sure he does.
I have teamwork.
Okay.
I think Carol's got teamwork.
Don't think so.
No, she doesn't.
I just have setup, not teamwork.
Ethan does have teamwork, so Ethan gets a 39 to assist. Dr. Irons gets a 23 to assist. So that is going to give you a +5 to your roll, Portal, for this big portal check.
And I guess I'm rolling like a power check?
Yeah, it'll be a power check for the portal.
Okay. So my portals is a 14, I believe. Trying to find. No, that's that. Hang on. There's an easier way to find this. Different character sheet. Hold, please. Come on. Yeah, it's a 12. So That would be D20 plus 12 plus how much for the bonuses?
Plus 5. And then we'll give you an extra hero point for thinking of the people. I'll give one to Brandon and Joe.
That's a natural 20 for a 37.
Baller.
How was that all?
Nice.
Yeah.
Sorry, I kind of phoned it in, you know.
So a 37 on this check to start working on putting together this plan of opening a portal somewhere on a different planet. The Magnalore are able to point out a outpost planet that is relatively close by that has the resources to take on a few million extra people. And you're able to put a decently sized you're able to put the portal in a decent vicinity of a lot of people being able to be rescued.
And I absolutely get like an 11 style nosebleed and eye bleed going on as I start really testing the like how my powers work and rip a hole through space time.
Excellent. And you do see the planet that they seem to have directed you to. As you rip open this hole in space time and people are starting to come through it, it doesn't quite look like the scans they showed you. The planet that they showed you was more of like an Earth-like biome. This one seems to open up into almost it's sort of Earth-like, but there are a lot of crystalline features and a lot of different outcroppings and gems all over the place.
When I see that, I'm be like, can someone make sure I've got the right spot?
Too late. People are already going.
Yeah, they're running through.
They
There
see
is an
freedom.
atmosphere, at least.
Did you say there's a dinosaur?
I said an atmosphere.
Oh. Yes, there is an atmosphere.
And it's the right atmosphere, hopefully.
Yes.
Well, yes.
And you hold that portal open for as long as you can. A good 15, 20 minutes before you just can't hold it anymore. It's too much energy. It's too much power. But you are all reasonably sure that you have done the best job you can to rescue as many people as possible.
And I'm going to go ahead and say, especially since I was fatigued to start with and haven't had a chance to rest, he would push himself until he pulls an Ethan.
Night.
Ethan will catch you and lay you down nice and softly because he.
Yeah, I was about to say Carol is definitely ready for that outcome. So, yeah.
Ethan's fallen on his head so many times that nobody's caught him that he's like, I got you.
Well, that's because he keeps doing it in the middle of battle when nobody is available to
like
catch him.
30 feet away from us.
That's why I bought the airbag for Ethan.
Yeah, I mean, technically, Keone could catch him, but she's very into the stabbing of whatever she's doing. So
the bubble wrap helmet.
She could help him, but she doesn't.
Yeah, she could help her boyfriend, but she doesn't.
So as we leave, as the other team leaves, I will put my comm on open to Carol's so that she has a live feed of what's happening on with our team.
Excellent.
Normally I would open it to Portal, but I know he's going to be concentrating on stuff he's never done before, so...
Excellent. Cool. So the rest of you make your way by shuttlecraft to this temple structure. As you get closer, Chimera, you are sort of taking a look at this sort of solid stone structure in the middle of this large collection of city blocks.
Mm-hmm.
The preserver part of your brain realizes that this is not a building, this is a vault door that they have turned into a building. So you're not sure if there's a way to access the lower structure without getting through this door of some through some means, either blowing the door open or finding the unlock code that'll make the building lift itself up.
And with my knowledge of preserver technology, might I have some idea how that would be accomplished?
Give me a preserver check.
I assist with this preserver check.
Yes, you may.
So Windows. Okay, expertise.
Oh,
Preserver tech. And that is a 30 and whatever.
a 27 to assist.
+5 for Alara, so
Okay,
roll
so
20
35.
likes you guys today.
Yeah.
Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it.
Shut up.
Yeah, so far.
Okay, so far, but we're not yet.
With a 35, Chimera, you think if there is a way to open this door, it's probably been structurally compromised in the last 50,000 cycles. You think the easiest way would be to destroy this building and knock a hole in it.
Is the building currently inhabited?
I mean, it's a graveyard.
Only by the dead.
Can I tear the door off?
I think the door is much larger than
What is your maximum weight
managed by
for
the.
telekinesis, Ursa?
Shoot, buddy, I don't know.
What's your rank total? Alex will have to look it up.
Isn't it 11? I think it's 11.
I think it's 11.
It's 11.
11.
Noni will definitely help blast through the door.
Centuri Ursa, what's going on over here?
Oh boy, hold please. Let me look up how much Move Object 11 moves. I think it's 100 tons. It might be 50 tons.
A lot of tons. Regardless.
We have to look. I swear we looked this up just like a week or two ago.
It's 50 tons.
You
How
have
many
the
tons
do you
is
have
the
the
door?
chart in roll 20?
I do have the chart in Roll 20.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's too easy. Clearly, it must be cheating.
Massive
Dead
50 tons.
trees. Yes, 11 is 50 tons.
A lot of tons.
Unless move object doesn't go to the exact rank.
No, it does.
It does for mass,
Okay.
yeah. However, this pyramid structure is several city blocks long. It is a lot more weight than 50 tons.
51 tons.
Does the shuttle that we borrowed have weaponry?
It does.
Okay.
Did you
I
say
was-
51 tons, Cat?
Yes.
Is the
I'm giving you a
Whole-
hero point.
whole building a door?
The whole
No,
I
building
thought-
is the door. Yep.
The building has been built on top of the door, and that is the problem.
Oh, I
The
gotcha.
building-
I gotcha.
Yeah, the building's been the door has been repurposed as a building.
Ugh. Mm.
Okay, well, so you can start using your powers. Are any of you very strong, or can you destroy stuff? I see you raising your hand over there.
Kind of Keone was not paying attention to anything that was going on before that, and then she heard, "Can someone destroy something?" And she was just like, "I can."
Do you want to go smash this building so we can get to the door?
Like the whole building?
No, don't know if you need the Chimera. Do you need the whole thing, or just the floor?
Chimera's
The entire-
estimation is the whole thing.
Yes.
Whole thing.
Which is several city blocks, Your Highness.
Well, certainly isn't going to
I'm
be
already-
here for much longer.
I'm already wanted on a couple of lower planets. Click, 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 and start activating some of the left systems.
Could I freeze it to at least make it like somewhat vulnerable to any sort of attack?
Yeah.
Right. Can I take a look at this building
Let
technologically?
Keone break shit.
Give it a second. Goodness gracious. Can I have engineering and I have technology in my suit that allows for scanning and all of that good stuff. I would like to look at this building for structural weaknesses, places we can hit it to bring it down
Sure.
with the least amount of effort.
It sounds like we're going to do a skill challenge, basically, for the team that's destroying the building. That's tomb raiding here.
Yay.
Team break shit.
Hell
Love
yeah.
it.
Keone picked the right squad to go with.
Yeah.
So I want Professor C. You could start with your scan to Basically, you're going to give a bonus to everybody else for their checks if you roll well enough.
All right. Do you want me to roll straight technology, or do you want me to use engineering?
Engineering makes more sense to me.
Okay. Did it roll? There it is. That would be a 31.
Yeah, it's another
Roll
natural
20.
20.
Wow.
Don't use them all up now.
It's okay. I don't typically hit things, so.
So Professor C, that's going to give everybody a +5 bonus to their check for this skill challenge. So what does that look like as you're examining as you're scanning everything and picking out hot spots to get knocked down?
So I sort of zoom around it, and as I'm zooming around it, there are basically little laser beams that come out of my suit, and they're sort of scanning over it. And inside my HUD, there is a 3-dimensional shape that takes form that eventually is the building. And I can find, several, maybe half a dozen structurally weak points. And I'm like, hit there, 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 and it should come down.
Excellent. Who wants to go next?
Can some more preserver knowledge help here?
Possible.
Okay, I will roll and see if it actually works before I narrate anything.
The 21 with the +5. Remember that.
Yes, +5, 21.
That is a success to the challenge. So what does that look like? I will say, Laura, one thing you notice is that humming just underneath the building itself, there seems to be some kind of preserver energy field. You think that may be why the building has to be destroyed in order to break through it.
Okay, so Alara is going to be analyzing, like while Professor C is analyzing the building, she's going to be analyzing the energy field to see which would be the easiest parts to work with to get through there, to get through the actual vault door. Assuming it's between us and the door.
Yes.
So she's looking for like the weaker parts of that, or how preservers make their force fields.
Excellent. Daedalus?
I was going to wait and let the actual PCs go first, and then.
Oh, okay. Flynn, you're activating the weapon systems. Do you want to make a vehicles check for me?
I'm going to shoot the shit out of this building.
Can Keone first freeze the high point, like the points first, so that they are a little bit more vulnerable?
Yeah, it's all kind of happening at the same time. But that'll be a 26 for Flynn. That'll be 2 degrees of success for the challenge. As Flynn lights up. Flynn, you do notice that there are people down there that are running away from the building as the rockets begin coming in.
Oops. Yikes.
Hey, I specifically asked if it was inhabited. What the?
It doesn't appear to be inhabited, but it does look like there might be people walking by on the sidewalk and stuff like that.
Why? They're supposed to be evacuating this planet.
Well, you know how people are with hurricanes in the south.
Yeah, but the South still exists after the hurricane.
Yeah, come on.
That's not really going to blow up, is it?
There's a stunt by the government.
No, they're the doomsday cultists. That's why they're in the cemetery during the end of the world.
Mm-hmm.
They clearly want to die.
They're about to get preserver raptured.
Something like that.
Keone.
Oh, shit. What do I have to do?
Give me an ice control check.
Okay.
Just a powers check for your ice.
All right. Who said that we were rolling really well? Who said it? Because they need to be thrown out.
I don't know. I don't think anyone said that.
I think I know who said that.
I rolled a freaking natural one.
I think it may have been.
It wasn't. I'm innocent. Innocent. Do you want to spend a hero point, Keone, or are you happy?
Oh, of course I do, because there is absolutely no way I can go in front of space people and just be like, with my ice powers.
Yeah, we're very judgmental.
Yeah, that's the
We
word.
really
really
are,
are.
though. We
You
really
really
are.
Hey, what was that?
Yeah.
And Laura and Ursa just look at each other like,
Semi-conscious, Portal goes, I think Keone screwed something up.
Oh, that feels better. So 26 plus 5.
Oh, you control ice like a snow cone machine. Is that what you're like? 26 plus 5 is a 31.
What I rolled wasn't even like I don't even think it was a snow cone machine. It was like one of those handheld icy machines. You have to twirl around to get the ice cut up.
You
Dang.
rolled a 17.
No, the first one.
Calm down.
The first time I rolled a
Oh.
natural 1.
So that's a 26 plus 5 for the bonus that Professor C is giving everybody. That'll be a 31. That's going to be 3 degrees of success on the challenge, Keone. What does it look like as you're freezing things and setting them up to be knocked down?
So basically, I see that Professor C is kind of targeted which are weak points, and I kind of spray them with ice. I kind of spin around and hit each major point to kind of help that it weakens it even more. Since, I mean, I'm assuming it all works the same as Earth, so
She hit it with that dry ice.
yeah.
Nice.
Although, there's a point where she's about to roll that one, and she's aimed, and Seth just kind of pulls her hand just slightly to aim at the correct spot.
Yeah, like I'm just kind of like, I'm gonna shoot these things, and Seth is just kind of like directing the war machine around.
Awesome. Aelin?
Not really a whole lot Aelin can do with this.
Braun could go punch something.
No, Braun is smart enough to not punch a building.
Oh, come on! I want to see Braun punch a building.
I could. We already know where to hit it.
You can do the co-pilot thing with Flynn.
Do a vehicles check.
Yeah, fire off another volley from the rockets.
Okay. I'll boost my vehicles by 5 and make the roll. It's a 20.
Excellent. Is that with the plus 5?
Yes, it is.
Cool. So that is a success, as more missiles and lasers and nonsense come raining down upon everybody.
Everybody.
She will turn around and look at Professor C. Wow, this is fun. We really could have used your portal, friend.
So could the planet.
Was sort of a no-win scenario.
Well, at least if we fail, we saved as many people as possible.
Ursa.
Ursa would like to use her telekinetic construct power to form a giant hammer out of debris and start slamming into the places that Keone is freezing.
Heck yes.
So
Yone is just watching her do this, going, "What the shit? That's awesome!" Like Miss Marvel fangirling at her.
shit, I rolled a 1 too.
Oh.
God damn it.
Sister, no!
Hold on!
Don't embarrass us in front of the Earthlings.
Keone and Ursa are about to be best friends.
No, we're just like, shit.
Did we just become best friends?
Okay, so that's a 22 with the hero roll plus 5, so that's 27.
That will be 2 successes.
Is that the same number that?
No, mine was 3. I was 3 successes.
Okay.
I got it. It was pretty damn close though.
Awesome.
No, you definitely both rolled 26s on your re-rolls.
No.
She had plus 5 to that, though.
Right, okay.
Oh, man. Well, okay, yeah. So I just use a really, really big hammer of construct shit, and I just start slamming to the ice.
Excellent. And Daedalus.
You said there are people down there?
Yes.
Hating the fact that it is taking away from the actual objective, but Daedalus is too consumed by, survivor's guilt to not do something. Daedalus is going to go out and use his gravimetric snares to pull people away from the debris and destruction that is being rained down by these other 10.
Awesome. I will give you a hero point as you go down and start pulling with your gravitic blasters. The people that you're pulling away, the blaster seems to go through them, and they seem, I don't know, they're not dressed like lore. They're dressed more in black robes. They seem almost ethereal as you're coming down amongst them.
Have I seen anything like this before?
Give me an intellect +5 check for your eidetic memory.
History doesn't help?
Mythology. If you have mythology, might.
Strangely, I don't, but okay.
Daedalus doesn't have mythology. He is mythology.
Which is why he doesn't have mythology.
Yeah. Make it a history check. Make it a
So
history check.
It's just history for him.
It's current events for Daedalus. I was there, damn it. Not mythology.
So, intellect +5?
Give me a history check +5.
Okay.
I know who they are.
That is a 39.
Oh, is that all?
Oh, is that all?
Daedalus, you haven't seen these people in particular, but they have very big Hades energy. As you're sort of looking at them, they have very much like a death cult vibe about
Giving
them.
off Hades vibes.
It was that was a really interesting pause you had there, Alex.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
Daedalus will then
Lies and deceptions.
communicate through back inside the ship saying, the people out here aren't real. They're projections of something from long ago, some sort of death cult.
Oh, good. I was so worried.
And he's like, what people?
Well, nothing to be worried about then.
Seth didn't notice people either because he was using his instruments and they didn't register.
Keone just got really excited about blowing shit up, so she was just like, yeah!
So, by your powers combined, the whole tomb structure begins to crack and discorporate and freeze and break apart with telekinetic barrages until the whole building coalesces and explodes out with black energy that releases a shockwave over the immediate area.
Keone
Leaving
needs you to stop using such big words.
Sorry.
Specifically, Keone needs you to stop using them. Not me, Keone.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
Keone, yeah.
Yeah, Keone.
Leaving
Door
a
go
smoking,
boom!
leaving a smoking crater in the ground, leading down into this unnaturally dark pit.
I will send a couple of my spy bots down there with their lights on.
I was like, Keone doesn't have anything that can help, so she just kind of wants to jump down in there.
Just hold on.
Professor C, as the spy bots go down into the darkness, they blip out of connection with you and out of the universe.
That's not
That's happened before.
good.
Some darkness.
Something happened to your robot.
That's a different universe.
Sometimes his robots are a little shy.
Are there any scanners on the ship that can tell me anything about what's beyond? Like, is the hole big enough for the ship to go through?
The hole is big enough for the ship to go through.
That would lead me to my next question.
However, the instruments can't seem to pierce the darkness beyond.
Well, nothing
Indeed.
ventured, nothing gained.
There's no there.
Watson's
I
like,
look back
maybe
at-
we should get the others? If this is a one-way trip, just in case Collapse
Carol,
comes
did
and
you-
kills them.
Carol, did you hear that?
Yes, a bit of all of that nonsense.
Tommy, will you marry me?
Oh no, he's not.
Ethan's like, what?
He needs a few more minutes. 5. I'll give him 5 minutes.
Dr. Irons, do you know the Wi-Fi password for this planet? Because I got to message Tommy something real quick.
Then why isn't Tommy here with us?
Yellow Light didn't grab him.
He wasn't even there.
Yeah, he wasn't in the Mars's base with you. He was keeping an eye on your the storm.
Our house guests.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Shit, I forgot we had like children.
Yeah. He was keeping an eye on the house guests, so he wasn't there.
How long did it take us to get here in the ship?
It's been 80 years.
Ethan could probably get here with his fly speed in a couple minutes.
All right. Ethan, here, now. Here, boy.
Oh no. Okay, fine. And she's just gonna hop, skip, carry portal.
Carry him like
Princess style.
Tommy, you're so
Oh
strong.
no. He's not gonna like this when he wakes up.
Dr. Irons, I could make a platform for us if you want to ride together. You don't have to jump.
Are you faster than my jumping?
Probably.
Steph Ethan hears, just him hears Keone's flirting with one of the twins.
Ethan will point down at Dr. Irons' feet and just like shoot out these metal bands that wrap around her ankles, and he will just drag the whole group around.
And then to the rest of the group in the spaceship, they'll be here momentarily.
I think the best part is that he was like, she's hitting on one of the twins. Like, the option of both twins is available to Keone, but she's just currently hitting on one of them.
I assume that the ship has a communication console.
Yes.
Daedalus is going to sit down at that console and type out a very quick summary of everything that we've learned so far and transmit it back to Earth and to Starhaven, so that if things go sideways, there are at least records of what happened.
Excellent. Daedalus is conscientious like that.
Spook Daedalus.
I don't know. I think he's well prepared. He's detail oriented. I like him.
He just doesn't bother to explain to anyone else what it is he's doing, but
Awesome. I'm gonna give everybody a hero point.
Why?
For role playing tonight and for surviving the scene.
Okay, we were just making sure it wasn't one of them Alex. Yeah, one of them Alex points. Like, you're all about to be eaten.
There's a giant Pac-Man in the sky.
Technically, we're going into the maw of darkness into another dimension. If this isn't a metaphor for being eaten in an Alex
You've been
game,
eaten by a Gru.
You've been eaten by a universe.
We did it.
Everybody got eaten. It was great.
Ooh, anybody got some magic missile?
I attack the darkness.
At the darkness.
Excellent. And as as everybody arrives, you are free to enter the darkness.
I
Yay.
fly the ship into the sphere of annihilation.
And as you all descend into the darkness, I think that's a good place for us to take our break.
It's a terrible place for us to take our break.
Yeah, it's terrible. I don't like this at all.
And cue into the unknown right now.
Into the unknown.
Darker tone. Yeah.
Indeed.
We're going into the universe where I didn't promise a lighter tone. Buckle up, buttercups.
The darkest timeline.
All right, we'll be back in just a couple of
Tommy,
minutes.
you knew I was going to wear a dress. Why are you surprised?